All right, good morning, afternoon, or evening. MLC DL 405 22-02. I am Sergeant Brown from Able Company 3G 425 here in wonderful J Bear, Alaska. This is an information briefing and it is unclassified. Today I will be discussing one of my most memorable slash funniest moments of my life. All right, so when I was 18 years old, had just graduated from high school, I moved from New England to British Columbia to play junior hockey. I'd been recruited to play for a team out there, and so my dad and I packed up my Jeep and drove the X number of miles across I-90 and moved up to BC. So that's a story in and of itself. So about 3 months into the season, the team wasn't doing so hot, and the coach called me into his office. And he hands me, so this is, bear in mind, 2005, he hands me a set of MapQuest directions that he'd printed out and goes, "Hey, Brownie, sorry, but we got to make some changes. You're headed to Alberta." So I was pretty emotional about that, right? Like I was confused. I said, "What do you mean I'm headed to Alberta?" He goes, "You've been traded. You've been traded to a team in Alberta. We're getting some other guys coming down." And I was pretty shook up about it, right? I had friends, in the area. I'd built relationships. I had a pretty good relationship with my billet family that I lived with. And so I was kind of in a state. I was like, "What do you mean I've been traded? Like, I live here. This is the team that I play for." And he's like, "No, you don't understand. Like, the team expects you there in 2 days. Pack your bags, go." So I walk out of the rink, again, pretty torn up about it. And so I call my dad, right? My dad had played juniors, back in the 70s. So I call him up and I say, "Dad, I'm moving to Alberta." And he goes, "Oh, you got traded." And I was confused. I was like, "How does everybody know that this was a possibility besides me?" He goes, "Oh, so you got traded? What are they sending some guys down? And you're headed up to Alberta?" I was like, "Yeah, that's what's going on." And then I hear my mom in the background. She goes, "Oh, is that Dylan? Is Dylan on the phone?" And my dad goes, "Yeah, he's moving to Alberta." And all my life, I hear my mom go, "Oh, did he get traded?" And he's like, "Yeah, he got traded. They're sending some guys down for him." Um, and it was remarkable to me that everyone in my life knew that this was a possibility, besides me. That I could get traded out to a new team. Um, Packed my bags, drove from Creston, British Columbia, to Banff, Alberta, and finished out the season there. Um, Pretty unique time. Pretty unique time. But yeah, if there's any questions, go ahead, post them in the thread. But that was a pretty memorable life experience for me.